Okay, hey bro. Well, how do I start with this? It's been a while. You haven't seen me for like 2 weeks or something like that. That's because I was sick. I think you can still like somewhat hear in my voice. I just couldn't record anything for like 2 weeks, and yeah, it was a bit annoying. But I had some very interesting thoughts throughout that time because I sat down and journaled a lot, and also I had to do a lot of shit for university. So yeah, but I think you can still hear it. My voice isn't completely back to normal, but anyways, doesn't really matter. I just wanted to let you know that I was like sick for 2 weeks. So, but we're back at it again. So let's just buckle up and get straight into it. The thing is, I have been journaling a week ago or something like that. I just sat down and I just journaled, and a very, very interesting topic came up, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. And this is, we need to raise our standards. Now, of course, I have everything written down here. It's like a couple of bullet points that I don't know if I'll touch on any of them because some of them just repeat themselves, but it's very important to bring that point across. So what do I mean with we need to raise our standards? Before we get totally into everything that I've written down, just think about it. Think about the standards of our generation. Just think about what you would have to do if you wanted to... my nose is blocked still. If you wanted to stand out of our generation, what do we have to do? Just a couple of things that came to my mind were, like, first of all, I don't know, don't be on your phone all the time. Don't play video games. Don't watch TV every single day. Don't eat junk food. What's more? Don't just sit on your phone and text people, but actually go out and meet them, right? Develop some basic fucking human social skills. Just get to know how conversation is done. Don't jerk off. Probably a good one. Go to the gym. Move your body. Just do something for your body. Stay in shape. Be healthy. Eat clean. Spend time in nature. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your loved ones. Spend time with your friends. These are the things that just come to my mind right now. So as you can see, there's a couple of things, and probably a lot more that we can do in order to stand out. But the thing is, doing these things isn't hard. It's not hard to stand out of a generation. That's what I'm trying to get at. This is the point that I was wanting to touch, and the point that I was journaling about. If you and I want to stand out, be examples, be shining beacons of light, I don't know, if we want to be special in our generation, if we want to stand out, we don't actually have to do a lot of things. We don't have to do hard things to stand out. Because think about it. Putting aside your phone for a couple of hours isn't actually hard. Not consuming junk food isn't actually hard. Doing sports on a consistent basis isn't actually hard. Socializing, talking to people, having interesting conversations isn't actually hard. You just have to listen and be intelligent enough to respond to what this person has said, right? You just have to stay attentive. Not that hard. What's more, going to bed in time isn't hard. It's not hard to, go to bed every single day at 10 or something like that. It's not hard. It's not, because literally it's just you going to bed and sleeping. It's not hard. So that's it. If we want to stand out, we have to do a couple of things, sure, but they're not actually hard. And yet still, you and I are bitching and whining about how hard it is to stick to a routine, how hard it is to go to the gym. Like, who do we think we are? This is nothing. What's hard is, having to govern a country, providing for a family, having to work 3 different jobs in order to get by. What's more, I don't know. What's hard to fighting in war? I mean, we're having a war in Ukraine right now that's being fought. We have a couple of other wars all over the planet. That's hard. That's hard. But the things that we have to do in order to stand out aren't hard. It's ridiculous that you and I are so weak and so inconsistent with what we have to do that we actually complain about things like going to bed in time. It's ridiculous. Your ancestors are laughing about you right now. My ancestors probably too. I mean, just given the fact that there is the need for some of us to talk about this shows how backwards everything is in our generation, how ridiculously weak we have become. And I think who else is going to change it but us? We have to do this. You and I have to raise our standards. No one else is going to do it for us. No one else is going to push us out of this. We have to do it ourselves. And how can we do it? By raising our standards. And here's the thing, we don't have to drastically raise our standards. We just have to raise them a little bit, and we're already better than 80% of a generation. How dare we not do that? That's the point. How dare we not have the expectation towards us to say, I am the guy who goes to bed at around the same time every single day. I am the guy who goes to the gym 5 times a week. I am the guy who eats clean 80% of the time. Do you see what I'm trying to get at? It's not hard. We're not talking about hard things. It's fucking easy to go to bed at the same time every single day if you're just fucking consistent. It's easy to go to the gym for 5 days a week. And again, you don't have to go to the gym. Just move, just do something. I don't know, do yoga, go hiking, whatever. Just move, do sports. We just literally have to turn off our phones and put them away. It's not hard. It's just not hard for us to raise our standards. And yet, still, we have the audacity to whine about it, to bitch about how hard it is to change your life. Changing your life, if changing your life to the better means that you have to work out consistently, eat clean, meditate, go out, put your phone away, don't play video games, don't jerk off, then that's not hard. It's fucking easy to change your lives. And this is the point that I'm trying to bring across here, that our standards are so low that doing basic shit like that is hard for us. We have to raise our standards. We can't go on like this. The things that we're talking about, the things that we're trying to implement here, the things that we have to do in order to change our lives, they have to become basic level things. Because again, it's not hard. Hard is governing a country. That's fucking hard. Hard is, again, I'm just going to repeat that. Hard is providing for a family. Hard is fighting in a war. Hard is having to work 3 separate jobs in order to get by. That's hard. The things that we have to do in order to change our lives to the better are not hard. And yet we still complain. I think you get my point. This really, I think you can notice that it fucks me up. And I just don't understand how our generation can be so, how is it possible that a generation is so incredibly weak that our standards are literally just basic things. High standards for us are basic shit. Because I hear that so often, that when you talk about self-improvement with people, yeah, I can't meditate because I can't go to bed at time because I have to do this and that. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for not going to the gym. There's no excuse for not putting your phone away. There's no excuse for not going outside into nature. There's no excuse for that. How will you justify not doing basic things such as this. And the thing is, once you've raised your standards, you will realize it's actually easy. And that will only mean that you will be propelled into other spheres. You will get better and better and better and better and better, and you will be able to truly stand out of all of the other people around you that are like the same generation as you and I. So we really have to work on ourselves, guys, here. We can't go on like this, having standards as low as this. This has to become basic. This has to become basic. And here's the thing, if, I don't know, doing things like that, implementing all of the good habits, if that's basic, what's next? Well, I can tell you what's next. The next step is to do what I'm doing. It's trying to bring it across to other people. Trying to show other people that, first of all, you struggle with the same problems, and secondly, if you can get it done, they can get it done. That's the next step. Becoming a leader, inspiring people, showing them how it's done, and sharing your problems with them. Because, of course, guys, I mean, it's not like I'm doing all of it effortlessly. And that's the thing. That's the thing that makes me so, that brings rage to me. Because I don't understand how I can be such a lazy cunt and not stand up to these low standards. I mean, I do it most of the time, but still I'm struggling. I'm still struggling with it. How can that be? How is that possible? We are talking about the most simple, basic things that we can do in order to improve our lives, and yet we're struggling with it. Come on, guys. We can't go on like this. So here's the thing. I will adhere to my standards. I have raised my standards. And I want you guys to do exactly the same thing, because again, it's not hard. Given the fact that it's not hard, there's just no excuse for us not to raise our standards. So that's it, guys. That was the video. I think I can't add anything more to that. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Have a great one. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.